So imagine my excitement when this living dead thing shambled its way on over to me in the form of this amazing video entitled Kink Shaming Isn't My Fetish, MisterMetokur by internet freedom fighter Doodle Tones.
So let me get one of the more fun questions out of the way. What is my sexuality? I consider myself to be asexual.
Well, fan-fucking-tastic. What a great start to a video. I love me a tranny with a voice changer who happens to tell me every possible second of the day that they're asexual.
First off, what does her having a voice changer have to do with anything? If you know she's a tranny, then you know why she uses a voice changer. She uses it because she hates the way she sounds and doesn't want to hear it while she's editing or watching her own videos.
Wait, you say that he knows why she's using a voice changer. So why then explain your point further? I mean, if he knows why she's using a voice changer, there's really no need to explain yourself.
And how the hell is she talking about her sexuality at every possible chance she gets? She brought it up once to prove the point that even though you're not attracted to the things that people draw fetishes about, you can be fascinated with it. She didn't bring it up after that.
Yeah, I think he was joking there. I don't know, but that's just my theory to why he said that.
Gotta get that fact out there. Very important that people know you're asexual. Every fucking moment of the day.
As I feel the way he went about this video left a rather sour taste in my mouth.
Are you sure that sour taste in your mouth is from my video and not the hormones you're taking right now?
Okay, let me get this out of the way before I get hassled on this. I'm not an SJW. I try to distance myself from them as much as possible, so it's kind of hard to defend her in this situation, but fuck it. How the hell was that necessary? I'm not the type to get offended by offensive jokes. You do this sort of shit throughout the whole video. You bring up the fact that Doodle is trans and ignore her points.
I could agree with you, but that's normally MisterMetokur's style of video making. Trust me, he does this style in all of his videos. So believe me? Well, I'll provide links down below to prove my point. One would be internet aristocrat video, and another one will be a more recent video he made.
Just saying.
Already, you're showing me how much you are ready to mock people just because they love the idea of being inflated like a balloon.
Yes, I absolutely am mocking them because they want to be inflated like a balloon. How is that hard to understand?
And you going out of your way to find this, to hassle them for this stuff, is almost borderline harassment, Jim.
Uh-oh. I'm harassing people.
Fuck you. You are actively telling your viewers, hey, go harass this kid who basically draws inflation because I don't like it. This isn't a term I throw around lightly, but you are starting a lynch mob, Jim.
A lynch mob? Well, I'm just going to add that to the list of accomplishments.
If you wanted to riff on the art, that's one thing. But I cannot sit here and enjoy someone who is advocating for cyber harassment.
Cyber harassment. Not just normal harassment. It's gone digital.
You're just another blatant cyberbully.
Just another blatant cyberbully. Well, you can see DoodleToons was a little bit upset. They didn't like my video because I had encouraged people, at the behest, mind you, of the artist, to go and leave a comment, and I even said positive feedback. But apparently that isn't—
Inciting a lynch mob.
What are you doing, Metokur? Oh wait, I know what you're doing. You're taking Doodle out of context by taking out the part she was talking about to create a narrative that Doodle Tones is throwing a tantrum. She isn't. If you had the context, it'd be like this.
I mean, just look at this beautiful picture entitled Moonbeam, a character I created named Moonbeam. The reason why her giant family pregnant? Well, you see, she's a young witch and this is a gingerbread mansion, not a house, a mansion. She lures fools usually ready, never answers her good travelers, into her home to fend them up, and then turns them into food eat. Of course, as you can see, that's sort of taking a toll on her figure. Her belly's grown so big for so long now, she's actually beginning to even feel pregnant too. I also want to take a shot drawing a character on the side. Does it look good? Now, I'm not an art critic, but maybe some of my viewers are. If you would be so inclined to visit MisterMetokur's page and take a look at Moonbeam here, maybe you could leave a comment telling them how good it looks. I'm sure they would enjoy the positive feedback from you.
Fuck you. You are actively telling your viewers, hey, go harass this kid who basically draws inflation because I don't like it. This isn't a term I throw around lightly, but you are starting a lynch mob, Jim. Singling a person out and telling people to target this person's page, and from what I can tell, it hasn't quite gotten out of hand yet, but the fact that you are even suggesting such a thing is legit the scummiest thing that I've heard in a while. If you wanted to riff on the art, that's one thing, but I cannot sit here and enjoy someone who is advocating for cyber harassment.
See, Doodle was saying that you were actively telling people to go to other people's pages and harass them.
Yeah, I could see where you're coming from, but man, you let those clips overstay their welcome. I mean, editing is your friend. Worst part is that she did edit MisterMetokur's video to make her point, but then let the Doodle Tones video play at normal speed. You may consider this to be a nitpick, but hey, it's just basic editing.
Well, you can see DoodleToons was a little bit upset. They didn't like my video because I had encouraged people, at the behest, mind you, of the artist, to go and leave a comment, and I even said positive feedback. But apparently that is inciting a lynch mob.
Metokur, you know exactly what you were doing. Even though you said give positive feedback, you know you wanted the opposite to happen. You have a pretty big fan base that wouldn't hesitate to fuck with anyone, even if they did nothing wrong.
Now,
And how do you know that was his intentions? Did you spoken to him recently? Did he say it in the comments? No? Then stop assuming.
Doodle Tones. Well, she had... Wait, what am I doing? He had more to say about this.
Was that really necessary? I'm getting pissed off. Just continue.
What's wrong, me lassie? Are you overreacting? Are you overreacting a little bit? Nah, I'm just doing what MisterMetokur is doing, you know? Just fooling around. And making jokes.
This is a question from Masatima. I've been thinking, your video, MisterMetokur, were you trolling? P.S. I'm not on any side or anything. I thought both sides were wrong. My favorite part of this is at the very end, because it gives a really great insight. I think so far it's been worth it. Being the first to call out a name as big as MisterMetokur, because truth be told, I think this is something he's needed for a while. Well, thank God, Doodle Tones is there to call me out. It's something I've needed for a while. What with leading all these lynch mobs. It's very important that somebody stop me before more innocent people are hurt.
This is something I hate, when people brush off criticism and don't even take it into account. I think that if your whole YouTube career is based on fucking with people and calling them out, that you should be able to listen when people call you out too. When people like him and myself make videos, there's a part, even a teeny tiny part of us, that hopes that these people change. I don't want MisterMetokur to completely change, but I think it would be good if he took what we had said to heart. I'm sure you'd be a lot happier if the Tumblr arenas weren't a thing anymore. So you make videos about it. Why can't others do that as well?
You're right. He has to accept criticism. He also has a right not to accept criticism if he thinks that the criticism is invalid.
So, besides the protecting the innocent thing, what other reasons would Doodle Tones have had to make a commentary on my video? I mean, they seemed a little bit upset. They needed to call me out. It's something that's gone on far too long. It's a lynch mob. Seems to be a bit personally invested. A little bit personally invested. What could possibly... Oh, wait. Regarding the sudden censors. From Doodle Tones. So, I'm moving accounts. Why? Because my grandmother thinks I have a mental illness and doesn't realize some of the stuff I post online may be for fun. A mental illness? What could possibly have made your grandmother think you have a mental illness? Oh, maybe it's... Is it that? ABDL, Adult Baby Diaper Lover Role-Playing Group? Doodle Tones, or should I call you by your proper name? Doodle Diapers. Doodle Diapers, do you get off on shitting yourself?
Now, I don't expect you to watch every single video on Doodle Tones' channel, but if you did enough research to know that she's trans and go to her DeviantArt and look around, then you would probably know that it's not because of the diaper group she follows. Her grandma thought she had a mental illness because she was posting pictures of suicidal things, as shown here. Her grandma thought that she was going to kill herself and thought she had a mental illness.
So, besides the protecting the innocent thing, what other reasons would Doodle Tones have had to make a commentary on my video? I mean, they seemed a little bit upset. They needed to call me out. It's something that's gone on far too long. It's a lynch mob. Seems to be a bit personally invested. A little bit personally invested. What could possibly... Oh, wait. Regarding the sudden censors. From Doodle Tones. So, I'm moving accounts. Why? Because my grandmother thinks I have a mental illness and doesn't realize some of the stuff I post online may be for fun. A mental illness? What could possibly have made your grandmother think you have a mental illness? Oh, maybe it's... Is it that? ABDL, Adult Baby Diaper Lover Role-Playing Group? Doodle Tones, or should I call you by your proper name? Doodle Diapers. Doodle Diapers, do you get off on shitting yourself?
The reason why I let it play in its entirety was because of this point.
No, she doesn't get off to it. She doesn't get off to anything. She's asexual.
Is that what this is about?
Yeah, she replayed the clip a second time just to make that point. Why didn't you just make it a follow-on point to the point that you made before? Which was a very good point.
Were you upset that there's a potential that I may end up doing a video on diaper shitting? And that's why you went off on a tangent for the inflationists defending them? Well, maybe that's not it. I mean, maybe it's just plain and simple ego. They do talk like they're in a holy crusade, like they're going to teach me a lesson because somebody needs to do it, but here comes Doodle Diapers to fight that battle.
I would do the same thing if I was her. I'm not into the typical DeviantArt fetishes, but even if I was, I wouldn't be any less right to say, hey, maybe it's kind of fucked up to tell people to fuck with other people who draw inflation art. I know that Doodle Tones may or may not be into diapers, but I really don't give a shit.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Gotta write that down. Gotta write that joke down.
If she does or doesn't, it doesn't really matter to me. I'm ending it here because I don't have much else to say. I hope Doodle sees this. Or not. Whatever.
And like that, the video ends. My final thoughts on the video are really opinionated. I do see a shit ton of potential in you. Like I said in this video, you just need to work out on making your clips shorter. Okay? And that's technically about it. This has been Dale Walkman. See ya.